So we'll solve one more problem to determine the shape factor. So again it is given as unsymmetrical eye section. Okay, we can see here a top flange is 100 mm by 20 mm and the bottom flange is 150 mm by 20 mm. So it is a unsymmetrical eye section about horizontal axis. Okay, so when it is unsymmetrical eye section, so the location of neutral axis and equal area axis will differ. Okay, so first of all we have to locate the neutral axis for the calculation of elastic section modulus, then we will shift to plastic section modulus. Okay, so we will have one by one. Okay, so first we have to find out, so so they are asked to calculate the shape factor SC is equal to ZP by ZE, ZP by ZE. Okay, where ZP is plastic section modulus and ZE is elastic section modulus. So where therefore ZE is equal to I by Y max, ZP is equal to ZE is equal to I by Y max. Okay, so we have to locate the neutral axis now. To get the value of I max, we have to locate the equation of neutral axis or the centroidal axis. So therefore now location of centroidal axis, location of centroidal axis. So taking movement of areas about top, taking movement of areas about top. So therefore y is equal to so 100 into 20 into 10 plus, okay, so that is 100 for top flange, 100 into 20 and the center is 20 by 2, so that is 10. Next for web, so web is total is 190, so we have to deduct 40 40, so that is 20 plus 20 for top flange and bottom flange, so we left with 150 mm. Okay, so we left with 150 mm. So therefore the area is 150 into 20, area of the web is 150 into 20 into the distance of the centroid of web is 20 plus 150 by 2. Okay, so it is the square bracket, so I will explain here. So the area of web is, the depth of web is 150 into thickness is 20 and the CG distance of the web from top fiber, so it is 20 plus 150 divided by 2. Okay, so same we have 150 into 20 into the centroidal is 20 into 150 divided by 2. Okay, 20 plus 150 divided by 2. Then plus, now for bottom flange the area is 150 by 20, okay, into the centroidal is 190 minus 20 by 2. Okay, so here we can see 150 into 20 into A1 into Y, so that is area into Y bar, so 190 minus 20 by 2. So we can see the area is for the bottom flange is 150 by 20, okay, and the centroidal distance is total is 190 minus 20 by 2. Okay, understood. So therefore again divided by summation of area, so the summation of area is 100 into 20 for top flange, then 150 into 20 for web, and then again 150 into 20 for bottom flange. So we will get this as the y distance 105.6 mm. So we got the 105.6 mm. Okay, understood. So this is from top, so I can write top yt. So I can also find out yb is equal to, so total is 190 minus 105.6. okay, 190 minus 105.6, so we will get this as 84.4 mm. we will get this as 84.4 mm. So just we will locate here now. So we got, so this is our neutral axis, okay, and the distance of the neutral axis from top fiber and bottom fiber, so yt and yb we have calculated, okay. So and we have got this as, this we have got it as 105.6, and this we have got it as, got from bottom 84.4, okay, 84.4. So we will calculate I now. So therefore, so we can say here, so y max is the maximum between these two. So therefore y max is equal to 105.6 mm. y max is equal to 105.6 mm. So now we will find out moment of inertia. We will find out moment of inertia. Moment of inertia I. So we will find out now the moment of inertia I. Okay. So it is, I is given as I self plus ah square, I self plus ah square, okay. So therefore I will write here I is equal to, so first of all for top flange, so B is 100 into D is 20, BD cube by 12 plus area I plus A square, area is 100 into 20 into H is 105.6 minus 10 square. So I plus A into H square. So how you get that? So I will just explain here. So I, now with respect to horizontal axis, B is 100 and D is 20. So 100 into 20 cube by 12 and area is 100 into 20, I plus A. H is, see, now H is what? The distance from the centroidal axis, okay, it's a distance from the centroidal axis to the center of top flange, So we know this is 105.6 again from centroidal distance up to the top of the flange. Then we will deduct minus 10, so we will get up to this. So 105.6 minus 10, okay, understood. Okay, now next is plus for web. So B is 20 into depth is 150 cube by 12, BD cube by 12 plus area is 20 into 150 I plus AH square. So A is 105.6 minus 95 square, So how it is now? Okay, now for web, so this is a web. So for B is 20 and depth is 150, BD cube by 12, 20 into 150 area, okay. Then the H distance is, now the CG of the the center of the web will be somewhere here, so that is 150 divided by 2. 150 divided by 2. Okay, so it will be somewhere here. Okay, now we have to find out the centroidal distance of web. So it will be like 150 divided by 2 plus 20. So 150 divided by 2 will be, you can see here the center of the web will be somewhere here. So this will be 150 divided by 2, and we have to find out from here to here, we have to find out this distance, correct? We have to find out this distance. For that we should have this from here to here, because we have this distance. So what will be this distance, we have to find out. Okay, so this total is 150, so divided by 2, if I make it, this will be 75 from here to here. From here to here, this distance will be 75. So 75 plus 20, 95. So what will be this now? What will be this? This is 95 and this is 105.6. So 105.6 minus 95, you will get this distance. You will get this distance. Okay, understood? So we have used that is 105.6 minus 95 square plus for bottom flying now. So B is 150, T is 20, so 150, BD cube by 12, BD cube by 12, I plus A is 150 into 20 into H now. So H is, from bottom we have already 84.4 minus 20 by 2 or 10, 20 by 2. So we will get this. So I will just explain here. I'll just explain. Okay. So here we can see for bottom flange. So B is 150 and depth is 20. So BD cube by 12 into area is again 150 into 20. H is the center of the bottom flange is here. So we have to find out from center of bottom flange to the main centroid. Okay. So that will be 84.4 minus 10. Okay, 84.4 minus 10. Okay, so we have used that. So therefore we got I is equal to, the moment of inertia I is equal to 4101.35 into 10 raised to 4 mm raised to 4. Okay, 4101.35 into 10 raised to 4 mm raised to 4. So therefore Ymax is equal to, sorry, we have already got Ymax is equal to, we have that is 105.6 mm. Okay, so therefore ZE is equal to I by Ymax. So I is 4101.35 divided by Ymax is 105.6. So we'll get the value of ZE is equal to the value of ZE as 388.39 into 10 raised to 3 mm cube. Okay, to 10 raised to 3 mm cube. So this is regarding elastic section modulus. Now next is also plastic section modulus. Plastic section modulus ZP is equal to A by 2 Y1 bar plus Y2 bar. A by 2 is equal to Y1 bar plus Y2 bar. Okay. So where area is equal to 100 into 20 plus 150 into 20 plus 150 into 20. Okay. So this is top flange, web, bottom flange. Okay. So we got area is equal to 8000 mm square, 8000 mm square. Okay. Now location of, you have to fix the location of equal area axis. To fix the location of equal area axis. So for elastic section modulus, we have fixed the location of neutral axis, and for plastic section modulus we have to fix the location of equal area axis, okay, for calculation of ZP. Okay. Okay. So for that we will use A by 2 is equal to 100 by 20 plus 20 into H. So therefore we will use A by 2 should be equal to 100 by 20 into plus 20 into H. So what I did here, so let us assume the equal area axis is somewhere here. We will assume that the equal area axis is somewhere here. Okay. Okay. So here let us assume that the location of equal area axis is somewhere here. So we will consider imaginary plane, that is equal area axis. Okay. EAA, it is somewhere here. So when you locate equal area axis, so what does that mean? So with respect to this equal area axis, the section is divided equally into two parts. The section is divided equally into two parts. Okay. So that is, this part is having A by 2 and this part is having A by 2. The part above equal area axis should be equal to A by 2, and even the part below equal area axis should be equal to A by 2. Understood? So what I did here, that is A by 2 should be equal to, I have considered the top part. So A by 2 should be equal to 100 by 20 plus 20 into H, plus 20 into H. So we will assume that this is H, this height is H. Okay, so that's what A by 2 is equal to, because this part, whatever this part is there, should be equal to A by 2, correct? So 100 into 20 plus 20 into H should be equal to A by 2. Okay, should be equal to A by 2. So therefore I will substitute here. So A by 2 is 8000 divided by 2 equal to, rewrite 100 into 20 plus 20 into H. So from this we have to find out what is H. So therefore I will just find out here. H is equal to 8000 divided by 2 minus 100 into 20 divided by 20. So we will get this as 100 mm. We will get this as 100 mm. Okay. So we got the location of equal area axis by this. So we can say that the location of equal axis is at a distance of 100 mm, at a distance of 100 mm from the bottom edge of top flange, from the bottom edge, the bottom face of the top flange, or it is 100 plus 120, 20, so that is 20 mm, 120 mm, so that is 120 mm from the top flange. The location of equal axis is 120 mm from top flange. Understood? So we can say like that also. So here we'll have the sketch once again. Okay. So now here I have divided the cross section equally into two parts with respect to the equal axis. So we have 100 mm, we have located the location of equal axis from the bottom face of the top flange. So if it is 100, this will be 50. So this is a separate part and this is a separate part. So this is for the upper part and this is for lower part. So we have to find out the properties separately. Okay. So we will calculate one by one. So we have to find out the y1 bar and y2 bar first. Okay. So this will assume that this is as y1 bar. Okay. Y1 bar, and for this we will assume as y2 bar. Y1 bar and y2 bar. Okay. So we will calculate. So therefore y1 bar is equal to 100 into 20 into 100 by 2. So that is A1 Y1. So 100 into 20, 100 into 20 into 100 by 2 plus, for this part now, 100 into 20 into 100 plus 20 by 2. So that is 100 plus 20 by 2 divided by the total area, 100 into 20 plus 100 into 20. So we will get y1 bar is equal to 80 mm. So we have got this value as 80 mm. Y1 bar is equal to 80 mm. Now y2 bar is equal to again A1 Y1 plus A2 Y2. Okay. Now A1 is again 50 into 20, A1 Y1, so that is 50 by 2 plus, now this 20 into 150 into 50 plus 20 by 2. Okay, that is 20 into 150, that is A, and Y is 50 plus 20 by 2. So we will get this as 51.25 mm. So we got this as 51.25 mm. 51.25 mm. Okay. So now, so we have got y1 bar and y2 bar. Okay. So therefore, so we can use this. Okay. So therefore, ZP is equal to, or ZP is equal to A by 2. So that is 800 by 2. I will write here the formula. ZP is equal to A by 2 y1 bar plus y2 bar. So area is 8000 divided by 2 into bracket of y1 bar. So y1 is 80 plus y2 bar is 51.25. Okay. So we will get the value of ZP is equal to, we will get 525 into 10 raised to 3 mm cube. We got the value of ZP as 525 into 10 raised to 3 mm cube. Okay. So therefore, shape factor is equal to ZP by ZE. ZP by ZE. So we got ZP is equal to 525 into 10 raised to 3 divided by ZE. We have got it as 388.39 into 10 raised to 3. So we'll get this, the value of shape factor as 1.352. So we got the shape factor as 1.352. Okay, so this is the final answer, that is ZP by ZE. So ZP we have just calculated, that is 525 into 10 raised to 3 divided by ZE 388.39 into 10 raised to 3. So shape factor we got it as S is equal to 1.352. Okay, so this is the final answer for today's solution. Okay, thank you.